So in this video, I'm going to be doing what I did for James Garner, Hannibal Mejbri, and some of the other Manchester United youngsters. Those videos will be linked below, where I analysed Charlie Patino as a player, looking at where his best role is, what his best attributes are, before looking at what kind of players Patino is similar to, and then how good he actually is, and whether he is ready for Arsenal's first team, or if he needs a loan next season, and if so, where he should go. So Charlie Patino is Arsenal's half Spanish, half English, 18-year-old central midfielder, who will be 19 in October. He's got quite a slender build, around 6 foot tall, and is left-footed. On the ball, he's fantastic technically, having an aesthetically pleasing dribbling style with his fluid body movements and tight ball control, enabling him to wriggle out of pressure before driving past the opposition player, making him very press resistant, which I have said in previous videos is an incredibly valuable skill to have in a central midfielder, as it aids a team's ability to play out of the defensive third against an aggressive press, which will certainly suit Arteta's possession-oriented approach. Granit Xhaka can struggle with this at times, not having the same fluidity or change direction that Patino has, and this is definitely a part of Patino's game that Arteta will be interested in. But on the ball, he's also a very good long passer, able to switch the play out to the opposite flank with his wand of a left foot, and this is something that we do see Granit Xhaka do for Arsenal, and is something that all top-level central midfielders must have, as it allows a side to switch play quickly, potentially exploiting the space between the opposition's defensive system when they have to shift over to deal with the switch of play. Patino reminds me a lot of Moussa Dembele, who used to play for Tottenham, as in central midfield he has a rather unique ability to beat players using his close ball control and ability to swivel quickly. But he doesn't quite have Dembele's physicality or power, even though he is more elegant with his dribbling, I would say, and so does look a lot like Mesut Ozil when he plays in terms of having the same body movement style and gracefulness in possession. In the FA Cup game against Nottingham Forest this season, Patino did struggle to acclimatise to the pace of the game, and I think that is natural for young players as they jump from youth to senior football, as it is a massive jump, and so he didn't impress in that game like he has done in the Premier League 2, where he has played 12 games this season. That does tell me that maybe he does need a season on loan to get him used to the physicality and pace of senior football, whilst also getting some more game time. However, in this game I thought he showed his ability to drop off and find space in central midfield to receive passes, which shows his game intelligence and movement, which is a valuable skill that usually takes young players quite a while to develop. I think Patino is best when playing in a midfield three, not necessarily as the most advanced midfielder of the three, but playing ahead of a more industrious single pivot, which allows him to roam, floating between the lines, but also dropping deep to receive the ball and then looking to progress it with either his passing or dribbling, and so Patino would suit the role of a roaming playmaker, similar to someone like Paul Pogba, as his ball progressing abilities from deep are hugely valuable in moving the ball forward, but he also has the ability to create chances in the final third with through balls through the centre for on-running strikers or passes out wide to the wide attackers. Therefore, I think a rower midfielder where he's given the freedom to float around between the lines will suit him best. I think he will develop into a deeper line playmaker similar to Toni Kroos and will be an offensive weapon from deeper positions rather than a destructive one out of possession. However, I don't think he's quite ready for first team football just yet. Now, I did say in my video looking at who Arsenal should sign, which will be linked below, that he should be Arsenal's fourth choice central midfielder. However, after watching Patino a little bit more and reassessing the situation, I think a loan move to either the Championship or a lower Bundesliga side would benefit his development greatly, improving his physicality and allowing him to adapt to senior football at a quicker rate than he otherwise would if he was in the Arsenal squad but not playing week in, week out. And then at the end of the season he can come back to Arsenal at the age of 19 or 20 and then compete for a starting spot in Arteta's midfield double pivot. So overall I think Patino has huge potential and could develop into a top level deep line playmaker, and I would put him on the same level as someone like James Garner, who is a little older and therefore a little more developed, and you can check out my analysis of him and the other players I mentioned, which will be linked in the description below. Also, if you like the look of these phone cases or these retro jerseys, they will also be linked in the description. Anything you do buy will be helping to support the channel.